know, it kind of looks like a heart shape at the top part, right? And then also, if you were to look really close, it has two little nubs or little bumps at the very base of the leaf on this part here, okay? So everybody can have a good close look at the shape of the leaf. So the white ones have the more rounded leaves, okay? All right, so the last one is, oh, and here's a much bigger white mangrove, so it's easier to see. But this is also white, so much easier. Let's see if we can see the little nubbins. Can you see the little bumps?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now let's look for.
Seriously?
Omega. Buttonwood, but I'm trying to find one that has this one has old ones that have died. See? Just these rounded fruits. Okay? And their leaves, the way to tell the difference from a buttonwood from all of the others is actually kind of tricky, but it's easy once you know. Here, you have another one coming off right off of the same place. In buttonwood, the leaves switch, they take turns, right? So they don't come off from the same place. So you'll have one, and you'll have the other. And this is called, they alternate. Okay, so their arrangement on the stem is alternate. Okay? And, alright, so let's see. What kind of roots do red mangroves have? Craft roots. What kind of roots do the black mangroves have? Pneumatophores. And white mangroves,
They also have pneumatophores.
they also have pneumatophores. And buttonwood does not. Buttonwood is the most, so the white, the red, and the black are the more water-loving of the four, okay? Yeah. Buttonwood, you can see where it is. It's further up, right? It does not like to be flooded very often, okay? But it can tolerate some salt. Now I'm going to show you another cool species that's not a mangrove, but it'll help us determine that there's a lot of salt. Even though there's no water up here right now, this area gets flooded by salt water every now and then, and the salt hangs around. So let's go do a little investigation.
Always trying to take 6 in my hands. Yeah, I'm a hater.
She already took a bunch of pictures of them while we were walking.
So this part here is not a tree, right? This is called saltwort. And if you pick up a leaf and you taste it, you can taste the salt. So everybody pick up a leaf. Now I don't want you to eat it. I just want you to bite it and taste it. This is saltwort.
Saltwort?
Yeah.
What's this?
Oh my goodness.
You taste it?
It tastes good.
good. But
Some people like it if you like pickles and things like that.
I
it
do
tastes
love
good.
pickles.
It's not that bad.
It's a salad.
Do you believe me that this is salty up here? You
Yeah.
don't?
Oh,
Okay, try another one.
I guess
This
that's
is
what
good.
it
That tastes
Right.
No,
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
Can it be eaten?
You gotta bite it. Taste it? Okay. Maybe you didn't bite it the first time well enough.
It doesn't taste good.
Okay. So what kind of mangroves are there?
White.
White, black, and
White wood.
Okay. So maybe you've noticed, right? Which one do we see the most of right here? Red. Right? If we walked out further before you came around the corner,
eat in that scene.
black mangroves are up there. So they're these big patterns. Red mangroves really like to be right along the edge, right? And you see how big those ones are over where there's lots of water? They do really well. They like that, okay? Black mangroves can tolerate, they can do okay when there's further inland. So you often see red mangroves or dominated lots of red mangroves, then lots of black mangroves as you move further in, and then white mangroves, and then buttonwood is the most further up, right? It's the furthest away from the coast. That's something that you learn when you learn about mangroves. They talk about zonation, how they like to live in different zones. Okay? One thing that we haven't talked about yet, but I'll show you when we go snorkeling. All mangroves have a really cool method of getting their seeds to different places, right? So if you're in a watery place, there's lots of water around, your seeds or your seedlings,
Mama.
would it be an advantage to float or sink? What do you want? Sink. Pardon me? Yeah, if you want them to sink at some point, right? But they float at the beginning, so they can move to new areas. So all of the seedlings of the mangroves will float. And I say seedlings because they actually start to grow before they fall off of the trees. So it's called who's had enough big words? Or who can hold some more big words? All right, let's go. So I'm getting the impression that you guys are really smart. So we'll go with more words. So this special kind of reproduction where the seed germinates and starts to grow is called viviparity. Okay? And then you have to know this next word. So viviparity is the type of reproduction, right? And then did we deal with the?
She's doing it.
Oh, okay. And then the seedling has a special name. I don't know why they got it, but people that study plants like to give everything a unique name. So mangrove seedlings that develop on the tree and then fall off and float, they are called propagules. Propagules. Okay? So what are all the words we know now at this point?
Viviparity. What was that?
Lentils.
Crop roots.
What's that thing you said? The seed, the name of the seedling?
Propagules.
Propagules.
Okay? So you all are mangrove extraordinaires now. Okay? And now we'll go take a short snorkel, or however long we can tolerate, depending on how cold the water is, right? And see firsthand why this area is important, okay? We're going to see what kind of organisms live here, okay? All right, so let's go.